Welcome, I'm Bev Adams. I own an independent paper crafting business showcasing products from Stampin' Up. I made this cute fun fold easel card with products from Stampin' Up. I sell these products and also a few items to make crafting more convenient. I have the free detailed directions for this project on my website. You'll be able to just click the links for the products that you would like to be taken to my online store at Stampin' Up. I am using Hippest Hippos, and this is a free option that you can get with every $50 order during celebration time, July to August. And there's also a coordinating Hippos dies, which is also free with a $50 order. I do want to warn you though that the celebration items are available as long as they have stock on hand. So when they're gone, they're gone. So you want to get these early if these are a high priority item for you. I'll be using the 2022-2024 in color markers and also a black Stampin' Right marker. I've got some of the glitterized ribbon, glittered organdy ribbon. You're going to want a clear block just for a palette. Stays on ink, and the water painters make painting very easy. And you may want to order Gidget's Bow Maker. The cardstock is half a sheet the long way, so this is 4 1/4 by 11, and I'll show you how to score that in a minute. And I have lots of little pieces, so let me see if I can help you figure this out. So this is Sweet Sorbet. There's several pieces of basic white cardstock. These are all 4 1/8. Two of these are 4 1/8 by 2 1/8. This is 4 1/8 by 2 1/4, and this is 4 1/8 by 7/8. And then I have some designer series paper. This is from the 2022-24 in color designer series paper. And there's some with flowers. I'm using the one today with the polka dots. So this piece is 4 by 2 1/8. This piece is 4 by 3/4. And this piece is 4 by 2. I also have a square of basic white. This probably really should be the thick basic white, and this is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. But if you're careful, just the regular basic white is fine. And I have a square of the 2022-24 glimmer paper, and I have already cut the umbrella from the dies out from this. This card would be fine without this die cut, so if you didn't get the dies, it's okay. And then I have one more piece of white for the inside. With the Sweet Sorbet, I am going to score it at 5 1/2, so that's in half. But then I'm going to also score it at 6 1/2, 8 7 7/8. So 1/8 less than 9. And then I want to measure at 2 1/8 on this end. So if I do 2 1/8, and I can mark it right here. And you want to cut from this score line to this point. So you can cut that off. I have drawn a diagonal line. This is 45 degrees. And if you go from inch to inch, you can get that straight line. And so if I put my cardstock on this diagonal line until that center mark is reached, and making sure that the score line is here, that will give me the diagonal I want. And then I can put this up here and again have the score line here and cut. And that gives me a 90-degree angle here, which is exactly what I need. I want to tell you that this card, I very rarely case a card, copy and stamp everything. I pretty much cased this card from Dawn Griffith. And she cased the layout from Ascension Guzman. I did change up Dawn's card a little bit. I made this a little bit smaller, and I made this piece a little bit longer, and I put the tightrope on here and the umbrella. So she had a ballerina and I have a tightrope walker, but a lot the same. If you look at them, you'll say, oh, that's the same card. So I want to go ahead and crease this. This piece is going to fold up. And this piece is going to fold up. So I want to stamp my hippo, and I do want to use StazOn ink. So I'll just ink it up. StazOn is a more permanent ink. It's less likely to bleed if you're using watercolors. So I want to put just some ink on a block. I'm just using this as a palette. And so this is the Orchid Oasis and the Sweet Sorbet. And I'm using the water painter, and I want to get plenty of water at the brush. And I'm going to pick up just a little bit of the ink. Probably best to have a scrap to see how you're going. And then I'm going to color the hippo. I was going for a purple, but I thought it would be best to save you some money. If you want to use a different color on the hippo's body, that's okay with me. But I thought the purple looked kind of gray when you do it really light. I didn't really want to get her toes there. And her legs. Now, because I got that a little dark, I might be able to pick up some of that ink. You don't want to scrub too much. I think it's going to have to be just fine like that. And I'm going to give the tutu section a little bit of time to dry, but meanwhile I want to get her toes, her little slippers. Her toenails, her fingernails. And hopefully that's enough time for it to dry. We'll see. And that's all the painting we're going to do. So bringing in all of our paper, and the first thing you want to do is lay all your papers out. 2 of these are the same size, remember? Okay, so take one of those that's the same size out. And then we're going to glue our papers onto the white. These 2 are very close to the same size. So I've got a big border, so I think that fits on this one. Yep, just a tiny, tiny border. And that liquid glue gives me a minute to just adjust it if I need to. And my thin piece. Putting my skinny piece on this top section. You need 12 inches and 4 inches, and you can probably get by with 11 inches. And 4 inches. You cross the bow, go around the goalposts of the bow maker, cross this over, whichever one's going on top goes down underneath and through over the top. And if you have a friend, they can pinch it for you. Otherwise, use your third hand. Finish tying a knot. And pull that tight. And you get a perfect bow every time. Thank you, Gidget. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive here and here. Put my bow where I want it, right in the middle, and then wrap these ends through. And so doing the bow this way gives you a perfect bow with the bow maker, and it also saves several inches of ribbon. And we'll glue that down. The larger one goes on this top section. The smaller one goes down below here. So that when this is closed, you don't see that. We'll put our hippo, we'll put the glimmer paper on the top. We'll put our hippo, so the top of the hippo is going to be here, and I just realized I forgot something. I need to give her her tightrope to stand on. I think I can do that after it's on here. You should definitely do this before it's on. So we need a straight edge and the black marker. We're going from the corner to her toe. And from her toe to this corner. It's time for me to get a new marker. We're going to put adhesive on this triangle section. And I'm finding my mini Stampin' Dimensionals, so I'll use those. You could do one large as well. And we'll put that in her hand. And this can go over the edge a little bit. It's fine. I think it adds to it. We still need to put this white piece on the inside, and this is where you'll do your writing. I didn't use any greeting on this card, but there are several lovely greetings in the stamp set, and I honestly couldn't decide which one I wanted to use, so I decided not to pick one. I might put one in later. I think this would look like a very cute birthday card. And there it is. A fancy fold, but really pretty simple to make. And it does stand up. Here is the web address for this project, where you'll find the free directions and links for the products I used. You can click individual products or the Add All to the cart. You will be able to remove products you don't need or add more products. I have lots of resources on my website. Most of them are free. It's easy to miss some of those resources or to get lost exploring. Let me take you on a quick tour. Just under the banner image are 6 links. Under Shop, you'll find links to the products from Bev, shopping strategies, my frequent shopping points, and a sampling from the clearance rack. Under Inspiration, you can link to scroll all of my projects since 2011. The products may be retired, but you may be inspired by a layout, color combination, or a technique. I have the basics, where I've written about stamps, ink and paper, cutting, adhesives, and my favorite tools. You'll find a link to Techie Tips and an easy link back to my latest post. Click on Getting Organized, and you'll find some of my resources for stamp case slips, product labels, large labels for designer series paper, and more. Case inserts for dies, embellishments, and anything I think might fit in a stamp case, including ink refills. You'll also find color tools and charts, a practically free stamp pad storage solution, tabs and a quick reference for the annual catalog, and plans for toolkits. I have a video of my craft wall and more. Click on Evernote Current Products and you can learn how to share my notebook. This notebook has a note for every current product from Stampin' Up! It allows you to search by color, image, product type, word, phrase, or event, and more. I include French, German, and Dutch names and numbers when available, and the prices for all the markets. Evernote synchronizes on your phone, tablet, and or your desktop or laptop computer, so you can look through the Stampin' Up! Catalog from anywhere, anytime. You can copy my notes for the products you own so you can find just what you're looking for. When products retire, I move them to the Retired Products Notebook, which I also share, and I host a notebook for Paper Pumpkin. Click on Sip Together and then Let's Stamp to come stamp with me or join my Sip Together team. There's also a link to learn a bit about me. The sitemap will help you navigate all these links from one page. And there are quick links along the side of my page. Shop Now takes you to my online store at Stampin' Up! You'll see the current host code. It would be a great help to me if you use that if you are ordering less than $150. You can click on the current catalogs to page through them online. And then there are my links to my 5 most recent posts. Thank you very much for stopping by and hope to see you soon.